Hi, Muchismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. It's probably been a month, maybe a month and a half, 2 months since I've been on video. But nothing major has happened one way or the other. I've been busy working, doing a lot of projects outside. As you can see the color, I've gotten a little more bronzer since you last saw me, probably. Like the shirts, guys, tad wrinkled, just got it out of the box. I've had them for about 2-3 weeks. I think they turned out pretty good. I was gonna put an exit sign and put this inside of it, but I kept it simple and I kind of like them. So these t-shirts are not for sale, but I'll tell you one thing. I have an email. If someone should want one, I paid about $10 per shirt for them. Full disclosure, if you should happen to want one, I would be willing to send you one for the $10 I paid. No profit to be gained. If you want to add an additional shipping cost of probably $4.95, I think that's a ballpark, give or take. So $15, I'll send you one. So I want to talk about real quick when we don't see things changing in our awakeness. What does it mean? When we don't see the things in our life changing post-awakening. For example, I'll just give you an example. If you see your life is still a lot of struggle, you see a lot of things in your life that are not turning out as you planned it, a lot of things that you're going through seem to be just as worse as they were when you were with the narcissist, I'm here to tell you that's a season, that's a period of time in which you're going through that I believe you're drawing off of a lot of you're hyper vigilant, to be honest with you. You're hypersensitive. You're looking at things, and there's no timetable with struggle. Struggle is every day. It is just how keen you tend to emphasize it. So I have a saying, things you go through shouldn't break you, they should make you, a better person. And that sounds philosophical, but in time, if you work this out in your life, you'll feel better about the daily grind. You'll wake up with a new lease on life. You won't look at everything as a dire situation, even though in the reality of it, it is what it is. We don't pretend that things are not happening, but you tend to become stronger. It makes you stronger. It doesn't break you, it makes you. And if you're an empath, you're not meant to be broken. The things that are broken in you, God builds other things up in you that are more important. And so don't be troubled by the fact that you see post-awakening that you're still in a struggle. You still can't get ahead, whatever that is. Start from the very fundamentals of life, waking up, being grateful, having gratitude, being thankful for the things that you do have, and just watch God bless you, man. So there was an incident. Guess what, guys? Somebody wants to come up. Hey, say hi, buddy. This is Leo, and you've known Leo. Leo's been here for probably a couple years. He didn't start with me in the videos, but he's been here for probably 2 years, 2.5. So he was he was something else when we first got him. He bit everybody in the family but my daughter. And so I was actually contemplating passing him along, but I hung in there. So just continue to just press on and be just be mindful of the things that are happening in your life, the peace that surrounds you with the absence of the narcissist, and the things that you went through with them, you're not going through it now. Although it's you that's and actually when you were with the narcissist, A lot of times we think because the narcissist is not with us, they help pay the bills, they help, they took the kids, they brought the kids, they help you with football practices, baseball practices. Whatever the narcissist did and contributed to that family structure or that relationship, you paid for it with interest. So capture that statement I just made. You paid for everything the narcissist contributed to that relationship with interest, at a high interest. So, we should have read the fine print, but that's neither here nor there. So just think about these things a little more in the optimistic point of view, or if you will, look at them in. Look at the good in life, because there's so much bad happening out here. And there's an incident that happened. I'm sure everyone who's connected to a couple of these content creators are aware of something that just transpired. Two content creators fell out with each other. It was very disheartening to discover that and to hear that, because of what we do here, talking about narcissists, and to have this behavior be discovered by this situation, it really does not do well for people who are kind of like not depending on the content creator, but you kind of admire the content creator. You have a certain amount of appreciation for that individual, and when you see something happen as such, you really, it's like a pit of your stomach. You feel like you've eaten something that was bad, and it's just very, very disheartening. It shouldn't be discouraging though, because at the end of the day, we are human. Things that these people go through, and myself as well, it's just a lot of times the pride will come up, because as channels grow, undeniably, the content creator has a lot more responsibility to his audience as well as to putting content out. But I just believe your motivating factor should cause your content to be consistent, depending on what your motivator is. If your motivator is to feed the people, it will always remain consistent for the most part. You're not going to be able to please everybody. You're not going to be able to cater to everybody. But if you keep a consistency as an individual, nothing anyone can do to you can throw you off of your path, because this is a path that's been laid out for us by God. And to be awakened is a rarity, because if most people were awakened in this world to narcissist personality disorder, we would not have the court system having the leverage on poor, vulnerable families, giving us the illusion that they are there to try to resolve issues when they're not. And the Bible says, settle your matters while you're on the way to court. And it says if you don't, you won't be done until you've paid your last cent. And I'm paraphrasing that. And nothing has been more truer. And that's just one aspect of life. Government, don't get caught up in debates in government, who you don't like, who you like. Keep your personal preferences to yourself as much as you can, short of starting some kind of debate and an argument, and just creating chaos. The hospital, the medical field, these are aspects of life. Even the police and law enforcement. Give an example. You have a situation where there's a domestic situation. The cops comes in. You can get the impression that this officer, let's imagine he's a narcissist, covert. He could come in like he is understanding. He's engaging with you. He's conversing with you. You're calm. He can see that your side is pretty much seems to be truthful, and in no time at all, you'll see a shift. Now, I've experienced this. You'll see a shift, whereas that same police officer will begin to antagonize you, gaslight you, insult you, and it'll be a sly statement he will make, and you'll say, And you'll say, you know, what does that matter? And he'll continue to go in and he'll churn the knife. And you'll say to yourself, 1 second ago, this guy was understanding where I'm coming from, but now he's vilifying me. So this is the subtle things that narcissists will do. They will come in passive and they will leave out aggressive. So there are just very, very, I won't say minute, but there are very subtle nuances with a narcissist. And as our world is changing, is becoming more advanced, seemingly to the eye, whereas everybody is so connected to their electronics, there are many, many different ways and devices that narcissists are using to up the ante. Because first of all, we're being informed now about narcissists, as opposed to 10, 15 years ago, give or take, we was not aware of such a thing. We just knew a person was hard to deal with, didn't know they were doing it on purpose, and just different things like that. But the awareness we have a name for it, we have a description, we have a behavior pattern, we have a pattern to be able to actually observe what these people are doing on the onset, in the onset. So we can see some of their character traits and behaviors before we get engaged and latched on to these people. So the main thing I'm saying to all of that is, be very observant to what these people are doing when they come in. If they come in super over the top kind, pump your brakes, sit back or stand back, metaphorically speaking. Take a step back in your mind. Don't get all giddy and caught up in the moment. Understand that there is something that comes behind this overt amount of kindness. Nobody is just 110% kind all the time. Most people who are normal, if you will, we have different, not personality, we have different emotions that you can sort of see consistently, progressionally. We'll see a little bit of everything in a person over a period of time. It won't be just over the top all the time and nothing else, because on the other side of that is going to be over the top kindness and it's going to be over the top rage. So pay attention to those things. Don't engage and invest too much of yourself into people, because such as these content creators, they had good intentions. One wanted to help the other one, and somehow or another things got a little blurred. So don't be distracted by those things, man. Just know that we're all fallible, and it's unfortunate. And I pray God, has mercy on these guys, and they continue to learn and just rectify the situation within themselves, their family, and the ones who they have offended. So that being said, guys, I want you guys to enjoy your Saturday. I'm going to work. I have this project I have to continue, but I do intend to be back very soon. And to the additional subscribers, I appreciate you guys, and I will be talking to you soon. Bless.